We're back at Memory Lane Garage here and working on our Jeep. We're going to be taking off this front rear radiator all in one piece. We already got some bolts off of it. We've been working on it. We actually end up breaking this bolt down here in the front. I'll show you what it looks like. It has this little bushing in it, and it didn't want to come out. It ended up breaking. We put penetrating oil and everything on it, and it ended up just twisting off. As you can tell here, the bolt wasn't any good anyway, so we're going to have to get a new bolt. Pay me a due mission for it, but there's not much to that bolt really. It's just pretty, looks like it's been on a vice grip or a vice or something, just smashed to heck, so it's going to need replaced. We also labeled these hoses in here. We had to cut a couple wires on the lighting, and we're going to put plug-ins on them so we can just disconnect them next time. But we labeled all these wires and stuff so we know where they go, and labeled the spark plug wires. We got them 1 through 4. It's a 4-cylinder engine, so it's going to have 4 spark plugs. And then we're going to take, this was a vent tube that went from here to the breather, and it just don't have a heater or nothing in it, so it's just a recirculation hose, but it's, you know, you call it a heater hose. That's where we are right now, so we're going to be taking this off and moving forward. What size is that? Taking the alternator off. This is the engine part without the grill in it. This is what it looks like. So that's pretty cool. Get this alternator out of our way. It's going to have to come off anyway. Probably another bolt on the bottom. We're taking this one off. That's your adjustment slide on the bracket. Now I'm just going to take the whole bracket off. It really came out really easy going in that aluminum. A lot of times those things are seized up and they don't want to. So this is the aluminum part I was telling you about, where the bolt comes in. And sometimes they seize up in that, the bolt seize up in that aluminum. So now we got the bottom bolt, and it's come out real good too. Should be the last bolt for the alternator, and it should come right on out. We already did the wiring for this. It's already been disconnected. I think we still got to label the wiring, but I don't think it's too much to do this. So we're running this on a 12-volt battery. That's why we're using the alternator. A lot easier, a lot better to start. Got like 4 washers on there, probably for spacers. I'm gonna pull this out. In there too. They're supposed to have a little play in it, but I don't know if it's supposed to have that much. It may need a new alternator. We don't know yet. This is the oil bath air breather. There's 4 bolts to hold this on. And there's this screw type that holds the bottom in. We're just going to take it out and try to remove it without spilling oil everywhere. I don't know. There it is without the alternator, and that's where that bolt was that was down in the front. I wanted to point that out. Just going to loosen each side. Hopefully it's going to be stuck in there for a little bit. There it is, and we didn't spill it and make a mess, so happy about that. So with the alternator out of the way, we're going to go ahead and take the fan off. They're not snug that tight at all. We spun the fan, and it seems like the water pump does not play in it. It looks like it sounds good, seems good, it's pretty smooth. So, might get lucky and not have to replace that. Not sure. A lot of times you replace a water pump when you rebuild the motor, so we'll just see what this one looks like. And there's your fan. This is the pull that runs it, and the bottom is the belt driven. We'll probably end up replacing that belt too. These two nuts right here, they hold the valve cover on. The one on the front, there's one in the back. It's the only thing holds it on there. These are your head bolts here. There's no bolts that hold the valve cover on. Like you see in most vehicles, they're down right there on top. Not a lot of room in there to get into there. There it is. That little guy right there. And that comes off with all the wires that we labeled for the plug wires. And the coil wire, and that's it. I will label this coil wire. So that's our little bitty carburetor. Oh. And it's not real tight, thank goodness, because you can't hardly get a wrench in there or a socket because of that. So we're going to just, yeah, we're getting it. Shouldn't be too tight. That's this aluminum. The other one's going to be a lot easier to get to. It won't have this valve cover in the way. Which honestly, if we took the valve cover off, it might give us a little more room. But we're going to decide we're going to leave it on for tonight, because it's about quitting time. Clouding up like it's going to rain. I think we're supposed to get some rain today, and this thing's going to go in the garage. We got tools to put away. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get my finger in there. Nope. Should be about one more thread is all. A lot easier to get to this one. And there she is. Is there any numbers on this? I'm not seeing anything. Drop that off. Some gasoline coming out of it. Alright, well, I'll look later. Alright, so to recap what we did today, we worked on the Jeep, got a lot of stuff done today, got the whole front end off, got the starter out, that's what we just finished up on. The wiring, got it disconnected, cut off, whatever we needed to do there to get this mounted, and the fan blades, carburetors out of it, and yeah, we got quite a radiator, all the radiators out, drained, the oil drain. So we just finished up with the starter. And now we're closing up for the night. It's probably about, what, almost 8 o'clock, and we still got tools a bit away. So we make some headway today. We got the vehicle here, loaded on the trailer, and got it unloaded. So it was pretty busy day, and we got a lot accomplished for the late start we got. So I'm pretty pleased with what we got done. Our plan is try to get it ready for 4th of July. I'm not sure it's going to get there. We got a lot to do. It's going to be based on getting parts in and the engine block taken out and cleaned up and taken to the machine shop and cleaned and seeing what it needed. And so we just don't know if it's going to get there or not. But that's our focus for the next few weeks, to see how far we can get with it.